Everything you're seeing right now has already happened. Not yesterday, not this morning, but it already happened. This sentence, this screen, my face, if you can see it, all of it is old news by the time it reaches you. And no, this isn't a metaphor, and it isn't philosophy, it's physics. It's biology. It's something happening inside your skull right now, in this exact second, and you have never once caught it in the act. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why the now you think you're living in doesn't actually exist. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Let's start small. Look at your hand. Go ahead, actually do it. Hold it up in front of your face. You believe you're seeing it exactly as it is, exactly when it is, real time, live, no delay. You're wrong. And the gap isn't small. Light bounces off your hand and travels into your eye. That part is fast. Light is the fastest thing in the universe, so fast it seems instant. But here's the part nobody tells you. Your eye is not a camera. It doesn't just capture light and show it to you. It has to build an image out of that light, piece by piece, like a construction crew assembling a house, one board at a time. And construction takes time. Your retina converts that light into electrical signals. Those signals crawl, and I mean crawl, compared to light down your optic nerve toward the back of your brain. Then your visual cortex has to take millions of these signals and stitch them into something that looks like a coherent picture. Edges, colors, motion, depth. That entire process takes somewhere around 100 milliseconds. Doesn't sound like much, right? A tenth of a second. You'd never notice that. Except you should. Because that means the hand you're looking at right now isn't your hand right now. It's your hand, a tenth of a second ago, dressed up by your brain to look current. You are always looking at the past. You've just never been able to catch the delay, because the delay is invisible by design. But that's just the beginning. Because what your brain does next is so strange that most people refuse to believe it the first time they hear it. Here's a clue. Right now, look at one word on this screen. Then flick your eyes to another word, somewhere else. Do it a few times. Left, right, left, right. Notice anything? No? That's the point. You should have seen a blur, a smear of motion every time your eyes jumped. Try to actually catch your own eyes moving in a mirror. Go find one right now if you want. Look at your left eye, then your right eye, back and forth. You will never see your eyes move. Not once, not ever. But if someone else watches you do it, they see your eyes snap back and forth instantly, so the movement is happening. You're just not allowed to witness it. This isn't a trick of attention. It's not that you're not paying enough attention to your own eye movement. Your brain is actively, deliberately hiding it from you. Neuroscientists call it saccadic masking. Here's what's actually going on. Every time your eyes move quickly between 2 points, which is called a saccade, the image on your retina blurs into a streak, the same way a photo blurs when the camera moves during the shot. If your brain showed you that raw footage, your entire visual experience would be filled with constant, nauseating streaks of motion, dozens of times every minute. So, your brain does something extraordinary. It deletes that blur completely and then reaches backward in time, taking the clear image after the eye movement finishes, and pastes it in to cover the gap. So you experience one continuous, smooth picture instead of a smear. Which means, if you think about it carefully, your brain isn't just delayed. Your brain is editing your past to make your present feel seamless. And here's the number that should stop you cold. This happens between 2 and 3 times every single second for your entire waking life. Scientists estimate that when you add up all those tiny gaps, you are functionally blind for a total of somewhere around an hour every single day. 1 hour. Every day of your entire life. Gone, deleted, replaced with a stitched-together illusion, and you have never noticed it happening. Not once, not for a single second, in your whole existence. If that doesn't unsettle you a little, keep watching, because it gets stranger. Now for the second clue. Close one eye. Just one. Now, keeping the other eye open, focus on something in front of you and slowly move your finger out toward the edge of your vision, off to the side. At some point, your finger is going to vanish. Not blur, not fade, disappear completely. This is your blind spot, a small area on your retina where the optic nerve connects to your eye, a spot with zero light sensing cells at all. It's not a flaw hiding somewhere obscure. It sits almost dead center in your field of view, and it's been there your entire life. So why don't you walk around with a black hole floating in the middle of everything you see? Because your brain does the same trick it does with the blur from your eye movements. It looks at the pixels surrounding the gap, guesses what's probably there, and paints it in. Not real information. Invented information. A convincing forgery, generated in real time, that you have accepted as reality every waking moment since you were born. Put that together with what we already know, and the picture gets uncomfortable fast. Your vision isn't a live broadcast. It's not even a slightly delayed recording. It's a reconstruction assembled from old data, edited to remove the gaps, filled in with educated guesses where information is missing, and your brain hands you the final version and tells you, convincingly, that this is now. But here's where it gets even bigger than your eyes. This isn't just a vision problem. It's happening with everything you sense. Sound reaches your ears and has to be converted into electrical signals too, and processed by a completely separate part of your brain than vision. Touch, from your fingertip, has to travel all the way up your arm, up your spinal cord, into your brain. And here's the twist. None of these signals arrive at the same time. If your brain simply reported each sense the instant it received it, your world would fall apart. You'd hear someone's voice slightly before you saw their lips move, and feel a handshake slightly after you saw the hand touch yours, and everything would feel like a badly dubbed movie, forever. So your brain does something almost unbelievable to fix this. It waits. It deliberately holds on to the fastest signal sound, mostly until the slowest signal catches up. Only then does it release all of them into your conscious awareness at once, packaged together as a single, unified now. Scientists believe this window is somewhere around 80 milliseconds wide. Your brain is running a permanent, invisible buffer, delaying your entire experience of reality on purpose, just so the different parts of it feel like they're happening together. Which means the moment you call now was never one moment at all. It's a compilation, an edited highlight reel, assembled slightly after the fact, from information that was already old by the time your brain got its hands on it. So where does that leave you? If your vision is a reconstruction, if a full hour of every day is invisibly deleted and papered over, if there's a permanent hole in the middle of your sight that your brain is quietly inventing content for, if your brain is holding your senses hostage for a fraction of a second just to make them line up, then what exactly are you experiencing when you say you're living in the moment? The honest answer is, you never have. Not once. Every single conscious experience you've ever had was already a memory before you became aware of it. The present moment, the one you feel like you're standing inside of right now, watching this video, already happened before you showed up to witness it. You are not watching your life live. You are watching a rebroadcast, delayed by a fraction of a second, edited by an invisible crew you've never met, running 24 hours a day, every day, since before you could form your first memory, and it has never once glitched badly enough for you to notice the seams. That's the part that should actually stay with you. Not that the delay exists, scientists have known that for decades. It's that a system this complicated, doing this much editing, this many times per second, has fooled you completely, every single day, without exception, for your entire life. You have never caught it. You were never even close to catching it, because it isn't hiding the trick from you occasionally. It is built from the ground up to make sure you never can. So the next time someone tells you to be present, to live in the moment, to focus on the here and now, remember this: there is no here, there is no now. There is only the most convincing delay in the known universe, running quietly behind your eyes, turning the past into something that feels unmistakably, unshakably like the present. And somewhere, about a tenth of a second from now, this sentence will finally reach you.